now. I hear you talking about we a lot. Oh, you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I wanna watch? Do I know what time it is right now? All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, quickly approaching this year's All-Star break. And it is Wizard basketball tonight as the Washington Wizards go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. John Wall, the clear leader on this Wizards team, does so much for him. But, Shaq, I have an idea where you're going on this other impact guy for the Wiz.
Yeah, Brett.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog. Let's get a quick.
Well, guys,
thank you, David. And one of the big issues for the Wizards is making sure they stay fiery on the defensive end. When this team, Greg, gets in trouble, more often than not, it's because they get sloppy on deep.
Yeah, and that can hurt them at times. When they don't bother to challenge shooters or miss a rotation, that's when things start to go south. How far this team goes depends on how far their defense will take them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. The Beast, he's in at point guard. Young is up there with Randall. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Young in at the 2 spot. Here's Porter. That one rolling around and rims out. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Nuggets.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
5 to shoot. The Beast passes to Randall. And the Lakers get it back. Here's the Beast. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
That one is off.
And for the Lakers, much relief this summer when they retained their top draft pick. Their pick was top 3 protected. If it had fallen to 4th or 5th, it would have belonged to the Sixers. About a 50-50 shot. They held on, and the LA faithful breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Stolen. Here's Mozgov. Kept alive. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Randall's got his first basket.
Really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
And the Lakers with the much-needed talent infusion adding to the young core of D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson.
And now with last season's farewell tour to Kobe Bryant in the rearview mirror, they can really commit to looking forward and rebuilding.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Especially for a guy like him. I mean, he's not quite sure of himself. He's not a go-to guy on a regular basis, but it does help him when he finds his stride early in a ball game.
Outside, Wall. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Wall's got 5 now.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Passes to the Beast. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Wall with the steal. Outside, Beal. That's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Here's the Beast. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Wizards trail by 4. All with it. 32 points for him last game against New York.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and get. That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. Here we go. Let's draw it up. Look, I'm fine with our defensive effort, but I know we could be doing so much better on offense.
Replay brought to you. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Markieff Morris is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Smith in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Beal with it, now defended by Mozgov. Beal can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Nance, right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nance has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Larry Nance Jr., the 27th pick in the 2015 draft out of Wyoming. His father played, of course, 13 years in the NBA. Larry Nance Sr., 3-time All-Star. Was the league's first ever slam dunk contest champion.
And just like his pops, Junior is long and explosive. He can put you on a highlight reel and posterize you when he gets around that rim if you're not paying attention.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He finished with 27 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the great report, David. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Outside, Wall. From 15 feet away, count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Smith.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
The shot's good from Nance.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for him.
Wall, good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Lakers leading by 8. Here's the Beast. Mozgov drives in. The shot from the low post is good. Mozgov's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
A lot of holes.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a...
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. We're letting one...
Welcome back to our nation's capital, everyone, with the Capitol building itself in our spotlight as we return to action here in Washington, D.C. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Good game for John Wall. 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
So for the Lakers right now, the Beast, he's in at the point. Julius Randle is out there with Mozgov. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. Here's Beal. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And one of the things I love about Bradley Beal is he is a consistent shooter of the deep ball. I mean, always seems to hover around that 40% mark from beyond the arc. And ever since he's come into the league, that has been the case. And he's also improving in the other areas in terms of his ability to attack and get to the rim and playmaking. The only question for me is, can he find a level of consistency in terms of his health? That's been the only detriment to his game. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And with Clint from wherever he is on the floor.
And consistency is an aspect of a player that is often overlooked in the grand scheme of things. You know exactly what a player like Beal is going to give you every night for every season.
Harry Nance is checked in for Julius Randle. Screen by Smith. Wall dishes to Beal. Morris passes to Beal. Young with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Launches a 3. Here's Mozgov. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. And there's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
6 on the shot clock, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Here's the Beast, and look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
And for the Lakers, hugely profitable. And they're always going to be willing to spend big on stars. But with the new luxury taxes, it's harder to outspend other teams now.
And meanwhile, they've cut corners in other areas too, guys. I mean, prior to the shortened season in 2011, they laid off scouts, video coordinators, coaches, front office, and training staff. And that's where other teams are investing, looking for an advantage now as the Lakers pull back a little bit. Other teams looking to infuse more capital into their organization.
In the air, it's tipped. In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal's running, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more. Lakers leading by 18. We've got Oubre. Bradley Beal is out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Jason Smith, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And that basket is in there from the Beast.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Wizards trail by 20. Now Burke outside Beal. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
Checking in for your Wizards.
Here's the Beast.
Morris.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Count it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Still Wizards ball.
Outside Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington.
Gotta respect and admire the hustle on defense. Young just rushing the shooter and making him think twice about that shot.
And it's good for 2. And that's now 19 points for the Beast.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Washington ball.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Beal kicks to Burke. Knocks it loose. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's the Beast. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markieff Morris.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Chris McCullough comes in for Smith, and Zedaransky subbed in for Bogdanovich. Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles. Levins comes in for Young. In transition, here come the Wizards. Zedaransky gets the bucket.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even... try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Here's the Beast. Beal pulls it in.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
To the inside. Pass to Sadorowski. Feeds to Beal. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Wizards, Gortat's checked in for McCullough. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Sadorowski. And John Wall subbed in for Trey Burke. Wall. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, a lot of people can make the claim that they are the fastest in the league, but I think John Wall has the best case. I mean, both in the half court and end to end. I mean, this guy has blistering speed, and you factor that in with the athleticism and the handle. I mean, he can make other players look like they're playing in cement shoes out on the floor.
To the middle, here's Morris, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And you know, Greg, one of the things that strikes you about Wall, it isn't just his running speed, his quickness. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. He hangs. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now the Lakers on the break. It's good.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Yo.
Steve?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. The Beat.
Hey, Shaq here. Great night for you.
And that'll do it for this edition